All right, we're back. And remember, you have to understand going into yesterday, in case you don't follow the Niners, they were the poster boys for ineptitude this year. And listen, they lost a zillion players. They're rebuilding. They're in a first year of a learning curve. So you have all the things together. They understand all that. They expected all this. They'd lost 23 different players to injury this year, even one of the Giants. The Giants have lost players to injury. No one's saying they haven't, but everybody has. This team had led by a total of 3 points for 3 minutes on the entire season. They have been blown out of their last 3 games, and they dominated this game. They made the game a laugher with 10 minutes left. And then you have the coach in the press conference saying, well, if we get it down where we're only down a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal, we still got a chance. You're playing a team that is awful. A team that had to pinch itself, that it actually had a lead. And they blew you out of the building. Your last touchdown was cosmetic. They were up 18. 18. And had almost 500 yards. They hadn't had 500 yards in a month. There were guys running. I swear the Niners receivers were like, wait a second. Where is everybody? Wait a second. Oh, my God. There's no one around here. There's no one here. Hey, look at this. I don't get hit. I run through the line. Nobody's here. This is great. And when you're asked if this is embarrassing, you cop an attitude? Come on. We passed embarrassing a couple of blocks back. We're off the radar now. We're in the twilight zone when it comes to how this defense is playing. I mean, these guys, if I remember right, a lot of them talked up and said, you'll see, we'll make the statement this week. Well, they made it loud and clear. It was resounding. Now, when every precinct checks in from everywhere and wants the coach gone, as I know everybody is in the same, and I understand why you're there, it's very unlikely the owner will move in that direction. It's just not his way. And, firing coaches in season is not his way. He tries to be measured, but hey, when he moves, he can be very swift and fatal, but he tries to be measured. I'm telling you right now, if you put him out there yesterday, as mad as he was in that booth, he would have hit somebody. I can tell you that right now, because I know him long enough to know he has pride in his team. That I know. He was seething yesterday. You don't even have to think about whether he was seething. He was seething. Because he's a Giant. That's why he's seething, and he has some pride. Unlike a lot of his players, and evidently his coaches, who have none anymore, if they'll accept that beating they took yesterday. I wonder what the fans want to talk about. I wonder what's on their mind today. Maybe season tickets? Maybe upgrading? Maybe getting a new Giant sweatshirt for Christmas? Maybe getting Jenkins' jersey for someone for Christmas. Someone you hate. Mark in North Brunswick. What's up, Mark?
Oh, hey, Mike, again, if I don't talk to you, congratulations on 38 years.
Thank you.
Good to listen to you. Do you ever take for granted how lucky you've been to be in this tri-state area with so many great New York sports teams?
That's not what I'm thinking about this morning, but thanks for that. I'll try and think about that for a while. Let's see. Yeah. We have the Yankees. And we have the Yankees. And we used to have the Giants, and we have the Yankees. And when Lamorello was here, we had the Devils. And we have the Yankees. And we used to have the Giants. And someday I think probably have the Giants again, but and we have the Yankees. So thank you. I did think about that for a while. Good idea showing Lou Lamoriello the door. Guy's only a genius. I mean, Mike in Montville, what's up, Mike?
Yeah, Mike, you know what? Antacid pills, all those kind of things. When they kept showing Mara in the booth, he was pacing back and forth. I thought he was going to jump out.
He would have made a better play in the secondary than the guys who were playing yesterday. That I guarantee you.
He would have ran on that field and played a lot better than
you couldn't have played. You could not have played worse. It would have been hard. And how Jenkins was on the field the whole game, I'm completely confounded. How he did not get a seat. And he shouldn't have a helmet. He obviously doesn't like it here. He's made that pretty clear. And I think the bottom line is, it should be a pretty easy thing to figure out what should happen to him. Frank in Hoboken, what's up, Frank?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
What's happening?
Mike, I think it's more of an indictment on McAdoo than it was on Coughlin when he didn't take Beckham out of that game during that Panther game than for McAdoo leaving Jenkins in yesterday.
Completely different thing. One is not performance related. One is behaviorally related. The other one is performance related. I mean, he wasn't trying yesterday. So
I understand that, Mike.
Yeah, at Beckham you could debate it because it's about behavior. Yesterday, to me, there's no way to even consider it because he wasn't competing.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Mike. But you know what? At least you're seeing some passion out of Beckham. It was
well,
reckless.
Again, Beckham's not the issue here. He wasn't here yesterday.
Yeah, no, Mike. I'm not saying that, but everybody got on Coughlin for not.
Well, he was wrong. He was wrong.
Yeah.
He messed up. It was a big mistake on his part, but that was for a completely different reason. That was for long-term future of his club and the player. It was not about that game.
Long-term future of the club, Jenkins has got to be out the door.
Well, Jenkins shouldn't be even on the field anymore. I mean, he shouldn't be on the field. He shouldn't be allowed to play. If you want to call what he did yesterday his play. There is a kid on that roster who will give you not only more effort, will play that position better because right now he's not even trying to play it. I understand he's a talented player. I do understand that. But people wondered why he was even available. Now you know why it is. I mean, it's pretty obvious why. Dave and Selden, what's up, Dave?
Hey, Mike, what's happening?
What's happening?
Nothing like Coach McAdoo getting the practice going, getting everybody pumped up, and first play of the game, your kicker kicks the ball out of bounds. Quick start, huh? How lovely was that? I was annoyed right from the beginning.
Well, yeah, I mean, you cannot kick the ball out of bounds to start the game. I mean, you just can't. You can't.
Janoris Jenkins made Eli Apple look like Lester Hayes last week, his effort. I mean, made absolutely... I mean, how you don't pull him off the field? I mean,
I have no... And then you tell everybody that you need to see the tape. Were you watching any part of the game? Did you see any of it? I mean, there was a game out there? You didn't check out his play at all, knowing that this is a guy who has been incredibly unhappy, incredibly disruptive, doesn't want to play, doesn't want to be here, has broken the rules, has been suspended, and obviously has no interest in being part of this team. Has made that very clear. He made a career decision yesterday on the field. As far as I'm concerned, if it's my team, he made a career decision on the field yesterday. He got himself off the Giants. He parted ways with the franchise. That's what he did for me yesterday. He parted ways with the franchise. Greg in Long Island. What's up, Greg?
Mike.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good. What's up?
Mike, how do we go from like a team that is so good like last year to playing like so bad? I don't get it. You know,
it's a football. If you're not paying attention as a coach, or not experienced enough as a coach to see the signs of when a team is in trouble. This team was in trouble early in the season, and this coach didn't understand that. He did not comprehend that. He did not pick it up. And what happens is teams can decay dramatically, and you're seeing one do it as badly as you. And I've seen teams do this before. But this is now turning into a really bad case of it. See, the offense is trying. That's the sad part, because the offensive line's terrible. And you got a couple of guys that can. I mean, Shepard showed you he could play. Ingram can play. Eli, except for the one play yesterday, actually played pretty well. I mean, he missed a couple of passes, but for the most part, played pretty well. But that's not the point. The point was that they botched opportunities. They made mistakes when they shouldn't have. They didn't convert some plays they should have. And the defense was completely non-existent. Adam in Newburgh. What's up, Adam?
Hey, Mike. How you doing, bud?
What's happening?
All right. I mean, this is just an absolute embarrassment. I mean,
That's
when
the
you
word.
it's an absolute embarrassment. And I'll tell you right now, I'm a season ticket holder. And I think I'm in the majority when I say that I'd rather waste my money than go watch this team. If I have to hear this guy McAdoo come on and say one more time that he wants to look at tape, okay, which the only tape to look at is clear and see. This team wants him fired. This is an absolute joke, and it starts top to bottom, Mike, okay? Like I told you before.
Well, he is the top.
Well, what I'm saying is I look even beyond this, okay? Because we continuously give Reese a pass.
Well, yeah, he's been brutal, Mike. He worn out his welcome. He goes to now. He had his chance this year, and he botched it. He did not take care of this offensive line. Everybody begged him to take care of it. He didn't. He thought he could patch the offensive line if it was a fatal flaw. It's a fatal flaw. They need a new beginning. I mean, listen, sometimes you can drive it so far. You can bang the car up so badly that you got to get a new car. That's what it comes down to. And I'll tell you right now, a lot of players have to go too. There's a bunch of players I'm not taking any more chances with. And they can make their decision what they want to do with Eli. I mean, you know what? If they want to draft if they want to finish with the number 3 pick in the draft or the number 4 pick in the draft and trade up a number 1 pick in the draft, the number 2 pick, whatever they wind up, and they want to go take a quarterback and they want to go forward with Webb and the number 1 pick, and they decide that's what they want to do, fine, they could trade Eli to another team. That's okay. That happens in life. There's nothing wrong with that. If Eli's got no trade, but I mean, if he's okays it, there's nothing wrong with that. They're allowed to make that decision if they choose to make it. To me, that's not offensive or in any way. You thank Eli for his great career and you trade him somewhere. A lot of guys finish up with other places. Maybe Eli's in Denver next year, or maybe Eli's in Arizona next year, or maybe Eli's in Jacksonville next year. Who knows? Maybe he is. And maybe they draft Sam Darnold and they have Darnold and they Webb and they decide to let the young kids play. If they do, so be it. That's okay. I think Eli would understand that. But understand that when he goes, you're going to get worse before you get better. And I know it's hard to get worse right now. I know that. Because you've taken away something he has to have, which is an offensive line that can compete. And it's allowed him to get into some bad habits with the ball where he's just had to rush the ball so much. It's just become part of his operating procedure to rush the ball so much because he has no time. And their running game stinks. Its design, it's just awful. It really, even when it works, it's bad. This offense has to be completely revamped. And they have to start by putting an offensive line that can work. Tom in Long Island, what's up, Tom?
Hey, Mac, how you doing?
Good.
Listen, if I don't hear from you again, just thank you for all the years.
Thank you.
I've been listening to you since I was probably 11 years old.
Well, thank you.
Question. What do you think about a guy like Adam Gase from Miami coming up to coach this team? He's a no-nonsense guy. He got that running back out of there because he couldn't get along with the coach.
Yeah, but he's got a team.
Yeah, but they're no good.
Yeah, but what makes you think, why are they getting rid of him?
They don't have a quarterback.
But why are they getting rid of him as the coach?
I mean, they could bring an offensive coordinator or somebody.
No.
Someone from college.
Wait. How do you get somebody else's coach in the NFL?
Well, he has to get fired.
Oh, he's not getting fired. They love him. He's not getting fired down there. They love him. They love the guy. They think he's going to be a good coach. And they're right. He's going to be a good coach. But they're not getting rid of him. Listen, we can get to the usual suspects and who the next coach is later on. That's for the offseason. And like I said, I did not think that we would be discussing him leaving, because I have to tell you, I did not think that they would fall to the depth that they would lose to that team yesterday. I have to tell you, I thought they'd win that game yesterday. I really did. They're vastly superior to that team. And I thought that they would play. And I thought they were okay until the 83-yard play told, and I didn't like some of the things I saw early in the game. I said, well, they're really letting this team have a little confidence. They're starting to make some plays. The first play of the game, they made a big run. They broke tackles. And I said, okay. But when they hit the big play, when they hit the 80-some-odd yard, what was it, 83 yards, whatever it was, when they hit that play, I realized what they were in store for. I knew that the defense was not showing up at all. I had seen earmarks of it on the first play, but when I saw that play, I said, "Okay, I know what's coming. I know what's coming." Here's the Mink Man.